How to create intense line designs such as this in Affinity Photo, PC or Mac. In Affinity Photo, go to the Tools panel and select the Pen tool. With the Pen tool selected, click the document and then hold down the Shift and click the document again to create a straight line. Now this is a single line, it's got no fill, but it's got a stroke, blue and also 2 point. Go to the Move tool and you can reposition it. But you can also go to Layer and down to Duplicate Link. That's a special kind of duplication. So certain changes will be reflected in the other one as well. And you can reposition this. But you can also see this little crosshair. Well, the crosshair is because of this up here. If you've got the Move tool selected, you'll be able to select this. Deselect it, you'll see no crosshair. So I've got the crosshair on and I can then reposition it. Now I can move this around. But what I'm now going to do is I'm going to duplicate around this. So in 2.2, what you can do, you can select that object, curve, press return, and it will rotate around here when I set different settings here of rotation. So I'm going to go say for 1, and you can see it just subtle move, also duplication, and I can set it to 350. So what it does, it creates a lot, or maybe 360. A lot of lines. Now these are all layers. You might find this slows your machine down, so obviously you can vary it, maybe make it only 100 layers, 100 copies. And then click OK. And you can see now all these curves, and they're all duplicate linked because of that linking. So you can see all of those. Now what you can do is you can select this one. Got one selected, and with that one selected, what you can do, you can go over here and go to the Node tool. With the Node tool, you can go hover over it and you can just click it. So you can just click that and that will add points to all of them. Now, sometimes it does go slightly wrong. I don't know why, but sometimes you'll find that you'll be doing that and it doesn't add. I'm not certain why, but it does. Okay. But then if you move it, you can see what happens. They all move. And you can create some very interesting designs very rapidly just by moving that. And you can also use curved. You've got options here for curve as well. Don't have to have straight lines. And you can again click anywhere and that will again add. And you can see all of them will also angle at the same time as well. And you can do exactly the same here. Now you don't have to create as many as I've created. Just created a lot. You can see all these designs. And you can then, of course, tweak it in other ways. You can go here and you can add effects. I'm not going to do that. With this many paths, you'll find it's going to be quite slow. Then what you can do is you can get rid of this one. I don't want this one anymore, so let's just move that one and I can delete it. Now, with that, I can select all of them. All of them selected, I can then go to there, right click and group. So they're all grouped and makes it just easier to move around. So you can reposition it. You can then, of course, resize it. Now, because I've added so many, it's very hard to see all the lines. Now, what you can do is you can go here, again, select the Node tool and break this down. And let's go and select one of those. Maybe decide, you know what, because it's so hard to see, I can change that. Maybe let's just go for 1.5. Now you can see the individual lines again. Sometimes it's just a bit too much. At 2, they start to crunch in on each other. So now what you can do is this group, you can select the group, hold down the Alt or Option key, and then you can drag. And you can see what happens then. It just generates another set of these designs. It's going to be a lot of curves. So you might find it's quite slow. And that's why I said maybe only create a circle with 100. And you can then drag that down. And you can see you can do that. And you can repeat that. But there's a lot of paths involved now. And lots of points. But you can create all kinds of unique designs. And of course, what you can also do with all these groups, you can, if you want, just simply go to Layer. And you can rasterize the whole thing or merge visible to turn it into a pixel layer and then apply some effects. Now I've just selected one of the curves. Now you could select any of the other curves, it doesn't matter. The trouble is sometimes if it's right off the screen, hard to see. Then go over here, again, go to the Node tool. With Node tool, you can select that one and you can drag and you see what happens. As soon as you do that, all of the other paths or curves will change. And you can modify this, you can make the circle center slightly bigger. You can also go here, drag this out, move that around, and again, every single one of those echoes or circles will change, and you can create literally thousands of designs. Now, of course, I've gone for a blue stroke here. You can set it maybe to a gradient. So you can also add effects to create even more interesting designs. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you much.